What's going on, guys? My name is S2K, and welcome to Motocross Chasing the Dream by LCQ Studios. This is a pre-alpha and really a demo to show us what this game is like. It's really cool that they're able to give us a hands-on view of this game, and I've had it for a few days. I believe it came out today for everybody to get their hands on Steam, so make sure you hop on and check it out. And it is a ton of fun. It's rough. It's rough around the edges, but I will say it's better than I expected. So, pretty cool compound, outdoor track, supercross tracks, some little trail sections, and yeah. I will say one thing is you can even change the controls in this game now, which you can't even do in Legends. So how about that? But let me show you guys a little bit of what I think. Ignore the bike sounds. Those are going to be replaced down the road. But overall, pretty simple. I am doing a manual transmission on this. You can lean back and get a little bit of a preload. It is a two-stick game. You can kind of see the rider is pretty stiff. Kind of expected at this point in development for the game. Kind of cool. It's a two-stroke to start off with. You gotta be really careful in the corners. You get to a point where you can overturn, I guess. So you got to be very careful to kind of let off mid-corner, like stop steering and straighten the bars up mid-corner to really avoid just over-correcting. So you can see this is a big jump. I just hit it in second this first time around, and then next time around we're going to try to hit it in fourth. It's one of those that's it's a big huck. But the more you play, the more you're able to get a little bit of a flow going. Kind of jump through some of the different braking bumps. Again, the rider's a little rough. In air physics, there's not a whole lot there. You have a little bit of movement. Kind of just stuff like that. There's a pretty significant gyro when you hit the gas or the brake in midair, which is cool. You can see that was a little brake tap. I'll do it again here. It drops that nose real quick, which is a pretty cool feature to have in this game already. I will say the track is great, and we'll look at the Supercross track and the little outdoor area. Screwed that up, but yeah, they did a really great job with this little compound. Great place to test out the game, and it'll be really interesting to see how this evolves over time and see where this game goes. I think the biggest thing, and hopefully you can see it, but the biggest thing is that there's definitely some potential here. They even have first person, which I would say is pretty good. You definitely get a better sense of speed in first person. As far as the ground physics go, it feels good. There's a significant amount of traction. One thing I'd like to see is being able to get that back end out a little bit and have the suspension really squat in corners and just react in that way. You get a lot of pushing in the front end if you really try to kind of fiddle with the traction. See if we can hit that. That's a huge triple. Kind of got it in first person. But I would say just overall, without nitpicking it too much, it's just a significant amount of traction that I would love to be able to get into this corner and have that back end kick out. But, I mean, come on. At this stage, I was not expecting this flushed out of a demo. And that includes the track, the riding, the physics, all of that. It's really, really enjoyable to get around here. I would like to see a rear brake. Right now, it's just one brake. I would love to see a rear brake, get that back end out. Like I said, I've been playing it for a few days. I honestly only have probably an hour and a half in this game right now. But that's enough for me to kind of get it figured out and formulate a little bit of an opinion. I'm sure that'll continue to evolve, and I'll take you guys on that as updates come out and whatnot. I was lucky to be able to get my hands on this early. Hodge with LCQ Studios really hooked it up and gave me a chance to play this for a little while here. I actually wanted to get a video out before the release of this demo to the public, but what are you gonna do? Couldn't make it happen. So sharing my thoughts with you guys now. I'm curious to see what you guys think. I think we just need to be respectful that this is very much in an alpha stage. This is new. This is really a group's passion project. So it's pretty cool to see. And let's check out the Supercross track. I believe it's right over here. All right, you got a section of whoops here. And then what I figured out is I go into first, and you can actually triple through there. That was a little bit rough. One thing I will say in this game is you have to be very careful riding too high of a gear. I'll do it right now. Like fourth, like third right here. You just bog. So you have to be very careful. So more often than not, I'm riding in a low gear. We can just do a little step on, off, double. I've actually quadded into this section before. I don't know if it was a little bit of a speed glitch or something like that, but that does happen from time to time. I'm sure they're very well aware of that. You can also kind of third gear and just wheelie through everything, but it's definitely not the fast way. Let's hit this once more here. A little pivot. They already have markers that you can set in the game. Ooh, man, so this triple is a little tricky. Once you hit it a few times, you really get in the groove, but you can see how I'm talking about that oversteering is what I'm calling it, even though it's not really oversteer, but it is so easy to just turn too much. So you really have to stop mid-corner and stop steering, otherwise you're going to hook out of the corner. I even did it a little bit there. Let's do a couple more laps here on this Supercross track. See if I can get a halfway decent lap. The wheelie. There we go. That was a much cleaner triple. It's kind of cool. You got to shift into second to get that finish line nice. Again, I would love to be able to get the back end out, especially after that finish line. I'll do the on, off, double. So I would call this, I guess, more of an arena cross track. I'm calling it a supercross track. But like right there, I want to hit a back brake, have the back end come out, and be able to get on it. So hopefully that's something they can add. I think it's a really good start. Really great alpha, and a ton of fun to mess around with. The last thing I do want to check out here is the trail systems, and I recommend getting on this and playing for yourself. There's more to explore in this compound, but we're just going to do a little loop here. It's really cool that they added it. Again, anytime with a new game, it's kind of fun to figure out the best way to get through tighter trails and things like that. Attempt to stay on the track. And actually, if you hit some of these ruts, I don't know if I've gone this way, I guess I have. If you hit some of these ruts that are built up, even just like that guy, there's some more that are more significant. I'm kind of blowing them, but you can really have the bike suck into that rut. You can kind of see a little bit there. That wasn't pretty, but you got to see that it's really controlling the bike. So that gives me some promise for some nice ruts. Oh, I want to hit that. It looks like you can actually like double over or jump over those logs from this little roller here. Maybe not quite. Maybe not quite. Kind of shot me in the air. Ooh, see, that rut is a perfect example. The only reason I take the time to show you guys this is because I think, you know, this is such an important part of a moto game. Look at that. I got on it super early and was able to stay in that rut. I mean, for an early alpha and being able to see the potential that you could have, imagine that being a line of ruts on an outdoor track. Yeah, definitely some really great potential. As I get stuck. I'm not totally sure I have a reverse. There we go. So not the prettiest run through this section, but hopefully you guys are able to pick it apart and kind of see some of the value and get a better idea of how this handles, how it feels. Even just through there, those few corners, there's some definite promise. Little double. And I'm excited about this game. I'll be honest with you, well before, a long time ago when it was announced and they were doing some little updates and whatnot, I don't get excited about things ahead of time until it's a little bit more tangible and real and something you can play with. And that's what this is now. I'm pretty excited about it. And I recommend you guys pick this up on Steam, support the guys. You're able to also kind of do a little bit of a purchase thing. I'll put some information in the description on that if you want to do it and support these guys through their journey to create another great moto game from just a super small group. And they've done a really, really great job. Let me know your thoughts below. Let these guys know what you'd like to see changed or improved, or what you'd really want from your ideal moto game. And thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, LCQ Studios, and good luck on your journey in making a great moto game. We appreciate you, and peace out.